Good afternoon, YouTube. Nice to be back. I had a few weeks out due to some technical problems, but rest assured, I have been still watching all the fights and keeping up to date on the action. Now, I'm just going to do like a quick few catch-up videos and rundown videos. I'm not going to concentrate too much on what's gone past in recent weeks, especially bearing in mind that this week is, of course, the big one from Las Vegas this Saturday. Now, First one I want to do quickly today is the first fight that I really missed out, which was the WBO middleweight title fight between Andy Lee and Peter Quillin. Now, first and foremost, going into the fight, of course, Quillin didn't make weight, so the title was only on the line for Andy Lee, who would have remained champion regardless of the result. Going into that fight, if I had done a prediction video, if I had done one in time, I would have actually said that I fancied Quillin to win the fight, although I would expect Andy Lee to put up a really brave fight and possibly even knock Quillin down. The fight kind of did go to that kind of direction. It did start off really well for Quillin. But for me, Quillin didn't look comfortable at all. Kind of after the third round, when Andy Lee really started to, not really lay it on him, but really kind of started to find his range a little bit and started to get through the punches. The one thing I really noticed about Peter Quillin was he wasn't necessarily interested in engaging as much, and didn't look like he had any ambition to really win the fight as if there would have been a world title on the line, which is a bit disappointing. But it was still a great fight. I do think a draw was a fair result in the end. Both guys gave us some great entertainment value in the course of the fight. Both guys scored knockdowns. And, it wasn't a boring fight. It wasn't a boring fight. I could criticise Quillin for maybe not quite showing up at the races, but then I'd also criticise him for not making weight in the first place and call him an idiot in that respect. So it was a good solid fight. Andy Lee's got to fight Billy Joe Saunders next and defend the WBA belt against Billy Joe Saunders. I would fancy that fight to either be in the UK or in Ireland. Although if you're Andy Lee, I would probably expect you to be pushing to have that fight in Ireland, maybe Dublin. So I wouldn't be too surprised when that fight gets announced to see it if it was in Ireland. And, I think Billy Joe Saunders has got the beating of Andy Lee personally. Although you can never rule Andy Lee out. A lot of people, I think, underrate Andy Lee's fighting ability. People just tend to look at his record and see he's got a couple of losses there and kind of write Andy Lee off. Although you need to actually look into the reasons why he lost. I mean, for example, the Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. fight where he lost that fight. I mean, Chavez Jr. was about 20 pounds overweight compared to Andy Lee going into the fight per time fight night actually came. And even then, you could even possibly make a case for Andy Lee winning that fight. So I think a lot of people underestimate Andy Lee. I don't think he's as gifted a fighter as Billy Joe Saunders is, but I would never write Andy Lee off with his passion and his heart. And it'll be interesting to see. I can't wait for that fight to get announced, and I'll be looking forward to doing my video on it. Let me know what you guys think. I'm going to do a few more videos today, so I've got to go on to the next one. Peace out.